I think we're going to be strong, and we're a lot more put together this year. Last year was definitely our rebuild, and I mean, just today, our connection is so much better. I mean, our chemistry is just on point.
Their passing totals dazzled like a video game played in rookie mode. But Routt Catholic lost the numbers game that mattered most last fall, managing just 4 victories and being forced to spend the IHSA postseason as spectators. A brutal lesson in the disparity that exists between one-trick ponies and thoroughbreds. But not a fatal one, as it turns out, as the Rockets have spent this offseason bolstering their prior weaknesses without surrendering their identity piece. In fact, the trigger mechanism that could make Routt Catholic the best rags to riches bounce-back story of 2024 comes in the blending. Offensively, that means cultivating a better running game companion piece to Kellen Creviston's air attack. A more veteran offensive line should help.
Everyone's been practicing this offseason. Everyone's getting better at their position. New starter, Cannon Creviston at center. I think it's looking good for him. I think he's got a lot of upside.
Our line is bigger and stronger for sure. I mean, we got a good look at what our line was going to be like last game last year against Carrollton, and it was great then. It's better now, so I think we're going to be strong this year in the line.
As will the growing influence of perfectly cast new feature back Charlie Allen, who averaged better than 13 yards per carry in a limited sophomore year cameo.
He's one of the fastest kids in Class A and Class 1A. And he's also come from a kid who couldn't walk and chew gum as a football player to now being a weapon. So I love it when Charlie gets out in the open and just turns on the jets. That's one of our favorite things to see. But he's also learning how to read blocks on the interior to get the hard 3 or 4 yards.
I mean, it would help. It would not make us have to lean pass heavy all the time. I can rely, get a little breather off shoulders, so I can rely on Charlie a little bit, and he can get his running up.
And Allen's job will be made easier by Rout's ability to thin out the defensive box with Creviston and a very diverse arsenal of receivers at the ready.
I mean, Eli's going to run past the D, he's going to catch it in traffic, and Declan, he's got hands, he's a good route runner. Jace, he's going to physically beat them off the line. I think it's going to be tough for all defenses.
Yeah, we've got size, we've got speed, we've got intermediate guys. Finding the right mix of getting them off balance with the run game to attacking over the top and then just hitting the intermediate stuff. It's fun when you have all those pieces and we're not just ear-holed into a run team or a passing team. The one thing I tell the receivers is, there's only one football, so you have to do your job when you don't have the ball.
But the biggest space for improvement exists defensively for Barry Creviston's crew, with 2 pillar pieces back in Trey Gauss and Adam Huffman, fighting to shore up a far too generous 2023 performance.
Experience. Last year, it was a lot of guys first time starting on defense. A lot of them were just first time playing their positions. I don't know. Well, we've got experience now.
There were games last year where we did not tackle well, so it's been an emphasis. It is an emphasis in practice. Talking with Coach Huffman, that's just our number one thing that we have to do better this year is tackling. And if you don't have coming out here to Plains and getting physical with the Lincolns and the Plains and the Gillespies, that's definitely going to help us.
And should these preseason strides take hold, the Rockets' ceiling for improvement again is immense. But it will be tested immediately as Routt Catholic faces as tough a Week 1 matchup as any in Class 1A, welcoming in Hardin Calhoun.
We need to start the season off strong. I think if we start the season off strong, it'll be smooth sailing from there.
I mean, we got to come out of there a win at home. Never beaten Calhoun before. I haven't, and I feel like that's going to be the game that we need to win.